We'll just leave that there because the Prime Minister Scott Morrison speaking.
And I also extend a very, very warm welcome to Minister Florence Parly. It's wonderful to have you here with us here today. I know you've made a special effort to be here with us today, and I think that's a mark of the wonderful relationship that's been formed as we've moved to this day. And so thank you so much for making the effort to be here today, and please pass on my kindest regards to President Macron. This is a day, as I was just mentioning to you, that he and I have been looking forward to, as we discussed when we were in Buenos Aires not too long ago. To His Excellency Christophe Penneau, thank you very much for all of your efforts in bringing us to this point today, working so closely. To the Premier of South Australia, Stephen Marshall, it's always good to see your smiling face wherever in Canberra, South Australia. It's wonderful to have Stephen here, such a passionate advocate for this program. To my ministerial colleagues who are joining us today, particularly the Minister for Defence, Christopher Pyne. Congratulations, Christopher, on your stewardship of this program over a long period of time. And it's wonderful that we can join together with your other ministerial colleagues who are here today to mark this important occasion. This really is a great day for Australia. It's a great day for our Royal Australian Navy. I reckon it's the greatest partnership in Australia and France since Nancy Wake was let loose on the Nazis in the Second World War. It really is a wonderful partnership. The Australian government regards the safety and security of its people and its territory as our greatest duty and calling. As a land girt by sea, as our national anthem proclaims, a great Royal Australian Navy is what is necessary. And what that means is ensuring that we're at the front of the pack when it comes to the latest naval vessels and firepower. And as part of our government's plan to keep Australians safe, we're celebrating a milestone today with the next phase of our future submarine program. In 2016, the government selected France and Naval Group as our international partners to deliver a 12-strong fleet of cutting-edge submarines, as we promised to do. The signing today of the Strategic Partnership Agreement to deliver these submarines underscores the long-standing and strategic partnership between Australia and France. A spirit of defence cooperation and collaboration between our nations reaches right back to the First World War. But this program brings a new depth to that partnership through a multi-decade program to build and sustain these submarines in Australia. It's more than a contract. This is a project that will not only keep Australians safe, but it'll deliver Australian jobs. It will build Australian skills. It'll make and not require Australian steel. And it will mean a stronger Royal Australian Navy. Our government is committed to maximising Australian industry content in the future submarine program. This was a conscious decision of our government. Beyond construction, the program will provide Australia with an independent, sovereign capability to sustain our fleet, including the upskilling of Navy and industry workforces. We'll see long-term strategic cooperation, not only in defence industry, as I know Minister Showbo will be excited about, but across other sectors, creating even more jobs through more high-tech, high-paying jobs. Hundreds of Australians are already employed on the Future Submarines program, and thousands more will be through the supply chain during the construction phase. So as pleased as I know Premier Marshall is about the jobs in South Australia, these jobs reach right across our great continent. The signing of this agreement today demonstrates our government is delivering on our promise on the naval shipbuilding plan. It's a $90 billion commitment to build in total 54 new naval vessels and grow a strong, sustainable and sovereign Australian naval shipbuilding industry. This is a very audacious plan. This is what vision looks like. The number of shipbuilding programs we are launching is beyond what just about any other country, including the United States, has done since the Second World War. The number of new starts on these projects is almost without parallel. This is a big project. This is an audacious program that we have set before us, and we are committed to achieving it. 12 attack-class submarines will be a cornerstone of that plan, and it's all part of Australia's biggest ever peacetime investment in defence. The strategies were laid out in the 2016 Defence White Paper, and we're getting on with the job. Over $200 billion is being invested in Australia's Navy, Army and Air Force defence capability over the next decade. With the signing of today's agreement, we are strengthening our region, something I know Minister Payne cares about deeply and is part of her ongoing discussions not only in the Indo-Pacific region but all around the world. This is a key part of our participation in creating a safer and more peaceful world. Our region, which we keep secure in close partnership with our valued allies. So we are delivering for our Navy, our nation and our people as we promised. We are delivering for our defence industry and jobs, and we are delivering on our steadfast commitment to keep Australians safe and secure. I conclude by thanking again all of those who have brought us to this point today, but I particularly want to commend Ministers Pyne and Parley for the wonderful working relationship they've had to bring us to where they are today, and look forward to that relationship continuing into the future as we get this done. Thank you.
Okay, so that was live from Canberra. The Prime Minister Scott Morrison speaking there at the signing ceremony for a $50 billion contract. The French will be supplying 12 attack-class submarines. The government keen to point out it will deliver Australian jobs and skills and use Australian materials.